Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Wyndburgh. The timing is supernatural. Thank you, Zar. Thank you for the thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate you, buddy. How
Yeah.
how long is this? 33 months.
33 months.
Jeez, that is nuts. That's simply nuts. Uh, Thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Um, all right, we're back for another session of D&D Winburg. As per usual, I am your host and your dungeon master, Commander Rod, and I'm joined by my lovely and incredible players. Joining us today, we have Emeralame, or Emmy, playing Ethilden.
Never say that again.
Emeralame? That's your
Yeah.
Twitch name.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not remember your Spyro the Dragon streams?
Nope, must be someone else.
Right. Second up we have Rowan playing the ever so faithful Gimnir.
Hello, everyone.
There we go. Then we have Czar playing the ever so one-eyed Saltbrook.
Bing chilling.
Jeez. And finally, playing their second session with us is Taylor. Play the ever so fiery and Borat sounding Kirith.
My wife.
Hello, babies. Sorry, someone's a little sick today, so we're gonna talk as much or as little as I can.
It's all good, bud. All right. Last time we left off, we were in the tavern here in the town of the High Ice, and after trying to do some R&R, we heard in the distance a horn. And Slayer rushed outside. And as you all walked outside with him, the snow gently fell from the sky, and the people of the High Ice ran outside too, trying to understand what's happening. I'm sorry, Paco has something to say, apparently.
He's ready for the siege.
He seems to be. And in the distance, you might be wondering what exactly you're up against. I've spent some time dealing with how to make a siege work. But welcome, everyone, to session 27, The Siege of the High Ice. And this is what it looks like. We have our characters with their health on display at all times, as well as status effects. For example, Ethilden here has level 1 exhaustion after awakening, as well as our characters' money counters, which are which will be updated as often as
God, I'm
possible.
broke as fuck.
Gimnir has gone on some shopping sprees.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, most of you guys haven't shopped at all, and Czar is waiting for the money from his trade routes.
Better believe you're waiting for my goddamn money.
So, as you all step outside, you find yourselves surrounded by townspeople, unsure of what to do next. There's fear on their faces. And as Slayer stands outside, he turns over to Saint Celestine and he signs to her. Ethel, you can understand the signs, and he says, I was not expecting them to come back. Celestine responds, out loud. She responds, "What? What? What are we supposed to do now? Well, you gonna go out there by yourself and keep fighting them? Even you need to rest now and then." And he looks over at you all, and then back to Celestine, and signs, I've given them what they wanted. What will they do? And Celestine turns around and looks at you. Expectantly.
Ithel signs back. Return the favor.
Okay, he's not here.
Oh my gosh, that is the cutest little baby dragon I've ever seen.
As you sign return the favor, Slayer, for a second it looks like he's about to take off his helmet, but he just adjusts it. And he cracks his knuckles through his vambrace. And he says, through signs, then you have your work cut out for you. And he turns around, and he's actually pretty short compared to everyone. Ethel is pretty tall compared to everybody else. Celestine is roughly 8 feet tall. Kirith is slightly shorter than Ethel, although her horns might get to the same height.
Sorry, my cat just jump scared me out the window.
They do that. Slayer runs up to the walls of the settlement and climbs a ladder and essentially just stands there, and he looks back at you all and motions for you to come to the walls as well.
Mir's gonna follow.
Oh, you zoom
Alright,
up there
time to get back to work.
with a proficiency in acrobatics.
Oh, you're going to Ethel?
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
just being an asshole.
I'm gonna try to do some stretches as I walk to the front.
She's like jumping up on her toes, shadow boxing.
You see her tail.
That's exactly.
You see her tail just sort of like stretch, like get like a needle, just completely straight, do a little shake, and then just sort of relax. As you all approach the Kira will follow along. As you all approach the walls and make your way to the top, these aren't, these walls are sturdy, but they're not stone walls. These are wooden walls. And as you look down, you see them. That's a lot of people. And Celestine turns to you all and says, less honorable fools would just run away. I'm sure they will let you through. Hell, if you give up, they might just thank you. What's going on in your minds?
I'm not going to leave this place to die. Not if I have a chance to defend it.
Kira looks over at you, Gimnir, and with her hands resting on her daggers on the sides, she takes a deep breath and sighs and says, well, if you're staying, then you know I gotta stay too. Not that I wouldn't, but,
I would like to walk in front of the gate on the walls and stand before the entire gathered force.
You
As
mean...
close as I can get. Evidently, I can't actually get on top of the gate.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I'm so ready for another Saltbrook bullshittery fucking.
I would like to
Saltbrook.
then plant.
Saltbrook,
Oh,
as
sorry,
you approach the sides of the gate, you make eye contact with the sergeant you saw before. He's standing right there. And as you look at him, he removes his helmet again and he holds it under his arm. And he can tell that you're, moving to say something. And so, with a shit-eating grin on his face, he just gives you sort of a go-ahead with his other hand.
I'm going to plant my banner next to me, very clearly so they can all see it,
Mm-hmm.
in the wind. And I will... Hold on, don't I have something for this? Can't I, minor illusion my voice to be louder?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast a minor illusion on my voice to make it a booming, calm outreach to everybody that can hear. And I will say, "You have come here to die.
Die, 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 die.
Your deaths will be etched in stone,
Stone,
in the
stone.
snow,
Snow,
and the
snow.
wood.
Wood.
Come and break your back against the mountain at your
Mountain.
own peril.
Peril.
You may leave, and death will not find you. Your commanders will never hear of this day.
Day.
For there will be no report to write about the burnt battalion
Tally
in the
tally.
snows.
Snow.
This is your only chance.
Chance.
Leave and know peace,
East.
or fight and know death.
Death.
Make your choice now.
Now.
And then I would
What
like to
little voice?
roll.
What?
I'd like to roll for intimidation to scare them.
Do it.
I was waiting for it.
Give me that shit.
Classic Saltbrook moment.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna inspiration that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I would have given you inspiration if you didn't have any.
Okay. Well, wow. 13. Do I have Dark One's Own Luck ready? I do. We took a long rest. I'm gonna use Dark One's Own Luck to add a D10 to that.
Okay.
When did we take a long rest?
We took a long rest before when we were
In the shed.
Yeah, and I didn't use
Oh,
Dark
that.
One's
Okay,
for
yeah,
that.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's a +5, so that'll be an 18
An
total.
18.
I was like, wait, what did I miss?
Saltbrook, as you say these words, there's an eerie silence that follows. And you're not sure, but you think you saw a couple of these soldiers buckle. They're unsure of their current situation.
I will slam the pole of my banner into the wood, like the creases, but like the in-betweens of the wood, so it sticks there.
Yep.
The sound will obviously resonate very loud because, haha, I said so. And then I will say to the people, my party and the surrounding group, not one step from this banner.
Yep. Keep that fucking inspiration, you bastard. You can't just use a goddamn Soviet. Is it a dog whistle if it's positive?
I think it's a dog whistle, but I'm just saying, you will die here. I will make
Beautiful.
Sure of it.
All right. As you do this, Saltbrook, you see as the sergeant from before keeps his helmet off, and he walks through his men, and he makes his way closer to the front of the army. And he stops, looking over at you. Why should we take heed of the words of a liar such as yourself. Fact is, you may be good at deception, sorcerer, but you need more than deception to cheat death. And
If I were afraid of death, I would have left before you came. I fear not you, nor your army, nor whatever you bring to bear. I will see it as a burning wreck before my walls, and I shall see your corpse stuck to the opening gates.
fools rarely fear death, and that is why they die. And he turns around and begins to walk away.
I consider that our parlay done.
You can tell that they begin barking orders at each other. You don't see movement for an immediate invasion. Gimnir, Ethel, and Kirith, give me perception checks. Specifically,
Oh,
you guys.
absolutely.
I will be back in a second. I'm going to take a little tinkle.
Yes. How's your cat, by the way?
Ooh, she's good. She's sleeping on a pillow.
Okay, good. I'm very
My cat's
invested.
eating medicines. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What is you doing?
So they're all in the same room, and they have
Of
Sunny
course.
cornered, and they're all. Oh god. Okay.
Oh,
So, quick explanation of Emily's cats. You have Kylo.
well, I
Oh. What?
What?
Okay, you have Kylo, black cat, very fat. You have Tiny, black cat, not as fat, gained some weight. You have Sunny, orange cat, who used to live in the house before Kylo and Tiny appeared, and she lived at peace before the Fire Nation attacked, that is Kylo and Tiny. And
She's also
Charlie,
old and cranky.
yes, she's very old and cranky. And then Charlie, who's a little sunshine spot, just appeared recently. And they all give her shit. And she is just so cranky and hates the fact that now she has to share the house with 3 other cats.
I really do feel bad.
Yeah.
They're all 3 young males, and they're all just assholes.
Hey Rod,
Yep.
real quick, did we ever update my battle axe?
Did we?
I don't think we did.
What was the update again? Remind me.
For that combo move where Thalion became the Dragon Slayer
Yes.
axe thingy.
Yes, we did not. Do me a favor, in manage inventory, can you find a Dragon Slayer axe for now?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you. Okay. So,
sir, did you still want perception?
yes. Yes, I did.
Not a solid 10.
Oh, what did it give me? A 17, I
10
think it rolled.
for Kirith.
Yeah.
Gimnir also 10. Ethildon got a 17. Ethel, from the years of fighting in the Sylvanian military, as a scout, you know what it's like for an invasion force or for a besieging force to be still needing to prepare. This was a show of force, but they're not 100% ready to start. You can tell you have some time before they're able to begin their assault.
Do you say this information out loud?
Yeah, like she kind of like immediately jumps into like soldier mode and like walks over to like Slayer's side. Like he's like the epitome of like, I guess, the leader of whatever's about to happen. I'm just taking that at face value. He seems like it. She basically realized all of that to him. Like, we have basically a short amount of time to get our shit together and get some sort of plan formed.
Um, Kirith is gonna walk over to Slayer and kind of you almost see her rubbing her hands like she's starting a fire within her hands. Um, and you can start to see it kind of become more vibrant as she coaxes the fire with her breath. And she goes to Slayer and she says, "What is the best point of defense? Because right now, I'm ready to rock and roll when you need me, but I also know that when they come forward, physically, I know exactly what to do." And she smiles meticulous, kind of maliciously.
Um, he, with his head turned over to you, Kirith, he stops for a moment and he nods. He looks back at you, Ethilden, and he signs, the most defensible positions are our watchtowers and our walls. The gate is strong and will hold, but as for rolling stones, I don't understand how those can be helpful.
Does he mean like the gates against Rolling Stones? Is that what he's saying? Sorry.
He signs rocks and rolling. I do not understand how these
Oh,
Our
will
side's
be
on
helpful.
their side.
Okay. Ithel is she is now no longer in the haha laughing mood of the Kirith. She like sighs and she just like blurts out. It's like, how many archers can you give me?
He signs our. I have roughly 20 hunters that I can conscript. And then as he says the word conscript, he stops himself. And he says, I don't need to conscript them. They will fight.
Oh, they're gonna have to. Get them up here to the wall, get their battlements ready. Summon the rest of the courtyard. And she like moves to just start get effing moving.
Um, as you say that, Ethel, Slayer turns around and he looks. If a helmet could look wistfully at something, it would, and it would be now. He stares at the village for a few short moments before he just steps off of the top of this and just lands on the ground without even making a sound.
Rotated.
Yes. It's almost unnatural how he made no sound upon landing. And
Love it.
he makes his way very quickly down towards the village.
Gimnir looks over the wall and thinks for just a second before shaking his head no.
He nopes out.
As you shake your head, Gimnir, you feel Kira's hand on your shoulder, and she asks you, "So is this what fighting for that lord was like?"
Could you repeat that?
So was this what fighting for that lord was like?
Sort of. I learned how to defend places. Didn't really actually get to use the knowledge though.
Well, maybe we get to put it to the test, huh?
Question. Are we still avidly using Seven's unconscious body? like,
Oh
is he
no.
still a piece on the board?
Yes, he's still a piece on the board.
Okay, sick.
He's here.
If they're not
What is their distance from us right now?
Yes, good question. What is their distance?
About
I don't know
100,
if I can...
about 100 feet.
Oh,
Outside,
okay.
all of you. I'm done. Get out. Come on. Outside,
The
all of you.
closest to you guys right now is about, well, actually 90. Let's make that 90.
So they're in range.
Okay, I'm gonna just tell you this all now. You either want me on top of here for the start of the fight, or do you want me right in front of the gate? You don't want to be in front of me.
Which would you prefer?
As you say
No, I
this,
planned Gareth, like forward.
As you say this, Kirith, you hear Seven just go, I would not want to be in front of her. I will go to the other side. And he walks behind you all. And very rudimentarily, like, there are ladders. He still just sort of, like, jumps down and then makes his way across, like, climbing like a spider monkey.
Seems 7 is our rear guard.
Phil, do you think you could take out that ballista in the back? I want to focus on the larger war machines and the
There's a
groups.
ballista in the back.
Yeah, there's a ballista in the back there.
Did my elf eyes zoom in on it? Thank you. I see.
If you can deal with the people on it or deal with the machine itself, I'd like to focus on the groups and cast Fireball and take out, well, not take out, but I can do some serious damage to a group or a siege engine.
Sick. In the meantime, let's keep planning. But yes, King, absolutely.
That
As
reminds me,
you... What's up?
if they're preparing, why not hit them now when they're off balance?
See, that is the plan I like. I like that plan.
Get the additional defenders on the walls and then hit them before they can get their reinforcements. So when they come in, they're a mix of fresh and old. Cohesion will be damaged if we can take out their commanders, which is something we should focus on, that sergeant or anyone else who's visibly in command.
I would agree
Cause
if
some
we had an
chaos in there.
actively ready, like, defensive military force, but we have civilians and hunters.
It will be enough.
Is it possible for Kira to do a history check on what she knows from commanding her own army?
Yes. Roll with advantage for that.
That is a 22.
Nice. Kirith, this exact scenario reminds you of an exercise that you went through with your younger brother, Drago.
God.
It was a war games simulation, so none of you were fighting to kill. You know, he was, but in a situation like this, you do benefit from the fact that you are covered on all sides except for from the front. You have impenetrable mountains all around you, except in the front. The construction that you're dealing with right now is conducive to defense from piercing attacks, for example, arrows, because of the thickness of the wood that you currently have around you. However, with the siege engines that they currently possess, the ballistas would be able to penetrate the wood. If you're directly behind where a ballista arrow would hit, you will still be hurt, but small arrows will be stopped. You do have effective cover from arrows and bows and crossbows. You understand that the proper and tested way to win a siege revolves around two things. One, trying to starve out your opponent, which you can see they're not trying to do here. And two, which is buying as much time to utilize siege engines with the blood of your soldiers. Because if you are able to put those siege weapons to use, you can break through enemy defenses, or you can circumvent that. And you can tell that their battering ram is made to break the defenses, and the siege tower is made to circumvent it. The ballista themselves, those are either for intimidation or for hitting high priority targets. In this case, you. And that is what you can...
Do I have an idea of, like, because I know that this front line is not necessarily sturdy, do I have a guesstimate as to how long this barrier will hold once they start?
That depends on how well they're able to utilize their siege weapons. if you're not able to
Okay.
slow down them in any way, you have a feeling that you should be able to last 7 rounds without them circumventing or breaking through the defenses.
And last question: from the ground to where I am, what is that distance?
The height of where you are,
Yes.
about 20 feet, I would say. Yeah, 20 feet.
Got to make my job so hard. She says this out loud and she groans and she just rubs her forehead, her horns just in that special middle area of the horns and forehead.
Ithel like walks
She
behind
goes,
her and like rustles her hair. She's like, "Oh, please, you'll be fine."
I know I will be fine, but it's just a big fucking headache.
Um,
Ugh.
I
as
go to talk to Kira.
Yep.
I kind of like very like kindly. I kind of like grab her by the arms and be like, "Listen, I need you to do something extremely important for all of us in this village."
as she turns over to you, you can see her eyes are like a bit wide. There is a sense of intimidation that she's feeling right now. Kira has spent most of her life as a guard, and a guard for Wyndburgh, not a soldier in sieges. You know, this is new. This is new territory for her. So there is pressure that is visible on her face, Ethel, and she takes a deep breath and swallows dry. And okay, yeah. What do you need from me?
I need you in one of these battlement towers, calling shots and keeping an eye on all of us and connecting us all with your Korai spirit. Do you think you can manage that?
You mean telepathy with everyone?
Not necessarily at once, but we all let you in. We all know the feeling of your mind against ours. And maybe I can even talk Hothead down there into letting you in as well. We need communication with him even.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And like she like stops her, she like turns to go. I still have my old short bow on me. I would like to give it to her as something to like help with the range defense, even if like she's not proficient in it. An arrow is still an arrow.
Okay. Yeah. That put inspiration on your page. As you hand the
I gotta take 30 seconds. My cat is about to like eat me if I don't feed him.
As someone who has taken part in a siege before, is there anything glaringly obvious that needs immediate fixing that I can see from my position on the wall?
Saltbrook, with your lifelong defense of Fairhaven, which also I thought was a village and not the capital city of one of the regions of Eberron.
It is a giant fucking city.
It's a gigantic city, and I had no fucking clue. That goes to show just how bad of a DM I am. I thought it was a village. I thought it was like a town.
Shut the fuck up. You're a great GM. GM?
Both. Thank you. I thought it was a town, but never mind. You, Saltbrook, you feel very uncomfortable standing on wood. The fact that these walls are made of wood is extremely uncomfortable for you. You're used to stone, concrete, cement. You are used to magically enchanted walls with traps and anti-siege measures. You're used to battlements with trebuchets and onagers and even bombards. You are used to a full contingent of men ready to lay down their lives and put to the test the 20, 30 years of experience that they have. You're surrounded by irregulars and civilians. There is no one thing that is glaring to you. You understand that although you and your friends are more than capable to hold their own, you know that if push comes to shove, a lot of people are going to die.
I would like to. I understand in the fact that everything is fucked, and that I cannot change in this short period. But I need to see if there's anything glaring that's going to cause immediate issues when they hit the walls. This position's poor, but it's not untenable. But the issues are glaring, and these are issues I cannot fix. So I will push them out of my mind and do my best to work around them. But no serious issues. The walls, like they said, are sturdy. There's nothing, no cracks, no
These
chinks in the armor.
these walls have stood for a while, um, because of just how cold it is here. Um, Fungi and decaying bacteria do not really affect these trees. They're almost petrified because of the cold.
Fungus among us.
They are sturdier than if this construction was made anywhere else, this would be essentially a rickety shack of a wall. But you can tell that because of the cold, because of what trees these are, and because of how they've been treated by the people of this region, these walls are strong. They're sturdy. You don't see any glaring issues with the walls themselves, save for the fact that they're not being manned by not professional soldiers, but trained soldiers.
So it's not turbo shit.
It's not turbo shit. It could be a lot worse.
True.
My
Give
favorite motto: it could always be worse.
Yes. Give me 5 minutes um to Paco is a very needy boy. He's a wiener dog, so he's very needy. I need to put his bed next to my desk, otherwise he will.
Okay, perfect, because I have to like emergency piss.
Okay. Let's take 5, everyone.
Thank you, Five.
No, thank you, 5.
I hate you so much.
And we are back, everyone. Um, Ethel, you had some ideas.
Oh, I don't know if I should see them now or like when the time comes. So I'm not gonna.
Okay. Um,
But in the meantime,
uh,
is Thalion within range?
you would have to call him.
But like, so I can make mental contact with him?
You give me an insight check.
Okay. God damn son of a bitch.
That's your
That's only a 6.
go-to curse. Goddamn son of a bitch.
Yeah.
With a 6, Ethel, you can't establish connection to Thalion right now. But you feel his presence. It's a bit faint, but you feel it.
Okay. Could I call him like into the city, kind of like keeping to the mountains without being seen by the outside forces?
You can try. Or you could try to be a bit louder and risk them seeing you. But it would make it easier to,
Louder.
I don't know, try to call for him, whistle for him. Something that would make it easier for him to know.
I ain't gonna do that. That's fine.
Okay. The last thing that happened, you spoke to Kira, Ethel, and as you did, she took a moment to breathe and looked at the bow in her hands, and she just looks over at you, and there's a newfound determination in her eye, a type of determination that wasn't there before. Um, it reminds you of something you saw in the eyes of Dart, the frog folk. There is something very specific to the way that she's looking at you. And as she does, you notice that she notices something. She looks down the wall and she says, "Oh, Ithilden," and points to Slayer, who's just standing there. And he's just looking up at you all, essentially waiting for you to turn around.
Ithel kind of like gives her like a pat on the shoulder and jumps over the wall.
You jump down.
I must speak to the man urgently.
As you approach him, Ethel, he signs to you and says, "The people of the city are willing to fight." And he points over to the side, and you see the people he was able to accrue, essentially. They are poorly equipped, most of them with pitchforks, some with makeshift spears and kettle helms and rectangular shields that they were able to get. And behind them, you see the older, the younger, some women with bows in their hands, ready to fight and wearing whatever they could find. All of their outfits, their armor, their weapons, their gear, old and not well kept. And he looks at you and he signs. Many of them are going to die. It's not a matter of whether or not they die, it's a matter of how many we can save.
She just kind of like nods in understanding. You said he has 20 archers to spare?
He has 24.
24?
Total, he has 24. He said around 20, but he managed 24.
Okay.
And he has 24 melee fighters.
Okay. I'll take half for the wall, 6 on each side of the gate. and leave the other ones as like a secondary defense behind the ground troops.
Okay.
This is basically just me like offhandedly talking to the man. I also want to ask him for anything that they can spare, that like the city can spare, in lines of oil, like lamp oil, animal fat, crude oil, fucking even boiling water. Or rocks. Rocks also work.
He stops for a moment and he looks back and he signs to some of the people, and a couple of them break off from the others and run back in towards the center of town.
She also like quietly, well, I guess she signs to him actually, where the others are hiding, where they're holed up, women, children, whoever else can't fight.
And as you say this, Slayer sort of just puts his head down a little bit, and then he looks back up at you, and he signs, "Look closer." And as you do, you notice that some of the people wearing, holding melee weapons and shields are children. They can't be older than 15, 16. The archers are mainly old, too old to be able to effectively fight hand to hand, or too young. But there are no one is not fighting. And Kirith, as you look down from the wall, no, actually, as you look next to you, as these archers are making their way onto the walls, the man directly next to you is the old man from the apothecary. And with trembling hands, he struggles to hold his bow in position. And
No, don't.
you can tell that there's a cold determination to him. A silent determination. And Slayer signs to you, Ithilden.
Do you need me to?
Slayer signs to you, Ithilden, and he says, "For every single one of them that falls, I will die 1,000 times. And I intend to live as much as I can."
She just kind of like again nods and gives him a really soft smile. What was I gonna say? Oh, but alas, the time is short, and she says, whatever they can find in the ways of what I asked for, get them to the walls. Any bigger barrels that can't be hoisted up on the walls, keep near the walls.
He signs back, "I understand." And he turns around and begins to walk away.
Now that I'm on the ground, am I closer to Delian?
Would you like to try to contact him again?
Yes, I would, thank you.
Okay. Give me an insight.
Ooh, 18.
As you focus once again, there is a reflection of the cold determination of these people around you. It seems to bolster your spirit and your attempt to speak to Thalion. And you sense that he is on the other side of the mountains, close to the peak. And you are able to connect to him.
Oh my god. 1 sec. Charlie, you get off that television, I swear to God. No, please. I'm so serious. Stop it. Oh my god. Down. No, I'm so done with you. I'm gonna put you in the cage. You are being a little fucker. That's what you are.
So Gimnir, Saltbrook, while this is happening.
Oh, while I'm wrangling my pussy.
Classic. Gimnir, behind you, you can see Kira essentially testing the bow. She's used them before, but she's not as familiar with them.
Okay.
Just gonna turn to Kira. Nods and says, "Be safe."
And she looks at you and smiles and says, "If you die, I'll kill you."
There it is. I love that line.
Gimnir gives a small chuckle and just goes, "Look." He's gonna head down to front of the gate, in front of the people.
Nice.
Question: is the sergeant going to give a long-winded surrender speech when we start to see if he can't let us to surrender?
I don't know.
'Cause I have a speech that I want to throw down, but I almost need it as a.
You need me to set it up for you.
I kind of need you to just set up. I need him to have like a soy jack. Surrender right now, please! Ah! As he
Come on
fucking
in,
points
Mom.
at the gate.
Charles?
Come say hi to the stream, Mom. Just say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Rod, Mom.
Hello, my Isa.
Hi.
They're saying hello, Rud's mom. Everything okay?
Surrender.
Everything great.
Okay.
Are you staying?
No, he's going with you because he has been very naughty.
Really?
Yes, he has been a very naughty
Ah,
wiener.
you're
No, it's not
No?
about that. It's about the principle. The lad has none. Okay, don't do that. Don't. Okay, so hold on, everybody.
Just
My mom is
explain.
very stubborn. She hurt her back.
I'm
and
very
she-
old.
No,
I'm a
she's
very
not.
old lady.
No, she's not. She refuses to not pick up things right now, and so I have to do it for her because the thing is, my mom can't do certain things, and because of that, she needs to do all of the things. All right.
Anyways, back to me making contact with my airstrike drone.
Airstrike.
Okay.
My name is Obama. Airstrike the wedding.
I was gonna make the Obama
I know.
joke.
I know. I did it before you.
Damn
Ye old airstrike drone.
ye old bitch! How dare thee?
Ye old enemy UAV above.
Anyone want a Kenzie purr sound?
A what? Oh yes.
Wanna hear my pet purr?
Aww.
That is exactly what I needed pre-siege.
Thank you. Thank you very
No
much.
worries.
Gimnir, you take your position in front of the others. And as you do, most of the people in this town are humans. A couple of them may be half-elves, but most of them are humans. And there's this sort of wide-eyed look that they give you. You sense they've never seen a Leonine before.
Setting aside appearances for now. Right now, we have to get ourselves ready for battle. I will do my best to defend all of you. I cannot guarantee your safety. Strongest of you come forth. Weaker of you, in the back. We'll try our best to defend you with our lives.
From behind the group, you see a young girl. Must be at most 13, 14. And she looks you up and down and says, "We don't need defended, mister. It's our town. We fight. Though we do appreciate you.
And with no people in it is much of a town. You are the town's future, so make sure this town has a future. Let's show those bastards what for, huh?
Woo!
That's the type of talk that we like over here. And when she says that, you can hear the others sort of chuckle amongst themselves. There's like a murmur of warmth that you feel. Put inspiration on your page, Gimnir.
Among us.
Kirith, you see Kira just make her way up to the watchtower. There we go. It is so hard to maneuver characters in here. Yep.
She's so short she can't see over the wall. Get her a box. Get her a box.
That's rough.
Get her a
damn.
box.
What's going on out there? Would you like me to describe it to you? Or shall I get you a box?
Get your hands off of my penis.
Thank you, Zara. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Before I know that we start combat, I want to be able to stand next to Micah and kind of make our banter as it was in his pharmacy and say, you know, I could do one more job for you if you'd like. I do a light chuckle.
Really? What kind of job would you do?
Oh, same kind, you know. The kind that, you know, fire gymnasts are so good at. And I touch the tip of his arrow and I ignite it on fire. And I proceed to do that with all the archers.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking sick.
Put that inspiration on your page. I'm going to add fire damage to all of them. 1d4 fire damage.
And then circling back to
Yes.
communicating with my airstrike zone or my drone.
As you all see the arrows of these archers on the left side light up, Ethel, you close your eyes and you hear almost a whistling sound from above you. And the whistle grows louder and louder and louder and louder until it stops. And at that moment, your eyes close and you just feel this rush of wind in front of you as it just blows your hair back. And in front of you, you just see your baby boy.
You my baby boy. I obviously give him pats on the head, but what are we talking here in terms of? I guess since it changes so rapidly, size and fire breath capability.
He is still medium-sized.
Okay. What are we talking skills wise? Hold on, let me open up my Thalion page.
And as Thalion lands, Gimnir, you notice that the men, the soldiers behind you, are a bit taken aback, and you hear murmurs of, "Is that a dragon? No, you fool, that's a drake. Oh, but it does look like a drake. Yes, it does. Have you ever seen one? No. I suppose it could be a worm. It's not a goddamn worm. It has 4 legs. All right. Just trying to help. Well, next time, Josiah, don't.
I'll turn around hearing my name. Huh?
Oh, sorry. He's got the same name as you, mister.
It's very funny. So you once told me that, like, through our bond, I could see through his eyes. Is that still true if I concentrate?
I believe so. Bond
Okay, sick.
of Fang and Scale. That is the thing. Let's see. I don't think yet.
But you
Hold
let
on,
me get
hold
a
on.
taste of that sweet, sweet Ibon.
Shares your initiative count. Takes its turn immediately after yours, unless you're mounted. No, not yet.
Ooh, excuse me.
No, you do not have that yet. You had it temporarily because of something that was happening in the moment.
Oh, God, fine. So be it. I would like to mentally communicate my little plan with my boy. And Kira and Kirif. That is also key for I want both of you to listen in as well. I speak to my baby boy, and I tell him, I point to these fucking barrels, and I say, you're gonna pick these up, you're gonna fly them over those battlements out there, and you're gonna drop them on them.
Don't think wood is going to do a lot of damage to them.
They're filled with oil and animal fat. It'll light them up like paper.
As soon as you say that, you see the fins on the side of his head just perk up.
Diabolical. Yeah.
She gives him like a smile and a pat on the jaw.
And he
And
does
then
he does a little like shake of his head. And he looks over at Kira for a moment, and she's just like sort of staring at the two of you, and you hear in your mind, Ethel, you hear her go, "That's not the voice I expected for him."
She just kind of shrugs her shoulders.
And and Thalion's still staring directly at her, and then he looks at you, Ethel, and he says,
I don't know how I feel about someone listening in.
It's only temporary, sweetling. But she like motions with her head for like her to kind of follow him. She's gonna go stand with Gimnir for a sec.
he follows.
Yeah, I also, well, I guess I would also like to ask Slayer if there's anything he'd like to say to his men.
Slayer turns around and walks over. And he takes out one of the horns on his helmet, the center one, right above the one in his forehead. It's removable, and as he does, he flicks it, and by flicking it, there is a loud ringing sound, and as it rings, everyone, all of the members of the village turn around to face him. And he attaches it back to his helmet, and he signs. You welcomed me. You shared your food, your bed, your homes with me. You shared your sorrow and your happiness. And you took care of me when the rest of the world would have seen fit to kill me. And he slowly removes his helmet. And underneath, you all see a warforged with
Fucking knew it.
with copper
Sorry.
metal for skin. And he continues signing. My people are no stranger to oppression, no stranger to murder, no stranger to war. And I will fight for you, as you have for me. And he puts his helmet back on, and he signs again. These people are willing to fight for you. Will you fight for them? And as he finishes this, you hear this choir of people in the village in defiance against these coalition forces, just screaming out in fear, in defiance, in anxiety, in nerves. You just hear them scream out as a testament of life, a testament of being here. And as they do, the wind begins to pick up. And the snow begins to fall harder than before.
Well, it's speech time.
One more thing. Saltbrook, speaking of
Mhm.
pets, do you have mine?
No, I have mine.
Get
There's only
Joe on the
one pet in this
battlefield.
house. No, Joe is not a fighter. He cannot be on the field.
No.
Kirith,
You
he
have
is
shark bait.
he is referring to his pet worm, pet earthworm that he puts in his pocket.
God.
I'm not joking. That's
Oh my
an
God, we don't
actual
know about
thing.
Joe.
Yeah, she wasn't here for that. Saltbrook has a
So
tiny,
freaking cute.
yeah, he has a tiny earthworm called Joe that lives in his pocket.
Oh my god. That's so freaking cute. No, I would never want Joe harmed. Ever. No harm shall come to Joe. Ever. I speak of, no, an animal that's used to fighting, which is shark bait.
I don't have any animals that can actually fight.
Um, just a thing, Saltbrook.
Oh, I do have things I can use. I have those funny cards.
Yeah, you do. And
I have shark baits.
as Kirith says the word shark bait, you feel a source of heat in your pockets.
I'm gonna take the hot thing out of my goddamn pocket and toss it on the ground.
You toss it on the ground?
I toss it on the ground.
Oh boy. Okay. As he tosses it on the ground, suddenly, sprouting out of nowhere, there's this huge dinosaur that just shows up and begins to roar and looking around, and it looks up in the sky and starts shivering because it's really cold out of nowhere, and it just roars out, staring at everyone around it.
I found my ride.
Her warm.
What
Meredith is gonna make her way down to Sharkbait and proceed to mount her.
Give me an animal handling, Kirith.
Yes, she better motherfucking handle Sharkbait. A solid 12.
Okay. Kirith, as you begin to
It's my
approach
baby.
Sharkbait, you notice how much bigger she is since last time you saw her. She is
Oh, I guess
yeah.
she's literally coming before my
She is like I want to say 3 times bigger than before, and as you approach, you're doing the Chris Pratt thing of putting the hand forward. She is ready to tango. She is ready to go. And there's a hint of recognition in her eyes.
I wanna do like the toothless touch where like he like looks away but he has the hand up. Cause I want her to trust, but like do it in her own time.
Okay.
Cause it's been a minute, cause that's my baby and she knows that. But
Respectfully, Queen, we don't have a minute.
I'd like her to not eat anybody. That just she doesn't need to.
Okay. Give me another animal handling.
Sick. 13.
Slightly better.
Kirith, as you approach Sharkbait, that look of recognition is still there, but you can tell that her body is still tense. She's not 100% down a clown with what's happening, but she's not
Okay,
she's not aggressive right now.
Okay, well I proceed to look her in the eyes and I say shark bait, like command.
Oh,
Shark bait. Hoo-ha.
Yes.
Kirith, as you take this, as you do this action of trying to command shark bait, you sense a presence next to you. And as you look over your shoulder, you see whiskers and a very familiar breathing. And next to you, you sense a roguish presence, almost as if they're about to reach into your pockets and steal something. On the other side, you could swear you could hear the strings of a lute. And touching your left shoulder, you sense a presence you haven't felt in 5 years. And Sharkbait can see those presences. And she recognizes you and stands down. She turns and faces the gate, essentially motioning for you to get closer.
Oh, that just made me very emotional. Kirith goes to touch the leg of Sharkbait, and I say, "Let's do this, baby," and she mounts Sharkbait.
It's gonna be. It's gonna.
It's possible.
It is. It is. Let me just. There is a way. There's a way.
I'm sure about that.
Yes. It involves vector lines.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Like that.
Hacker rod.
And then combine. Pretty sure I can do that. And then when I. Aha! Get fucked.
Nice.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Ethel, as you watch this happen, there's a sense of happiness, joy that just overwhelms you. It's almost as if you've been waiting for this. And
She like laughs out loud.
And Saltbrook, as you see Kirith mount this huge dinosaur, there is a pull, a tug on your heart.
No.
And you hear in the back of your mind, "Do not forget our deal."
Shut up.
Is there anything anyone else would like to do?
Gimner's gonna turn to Ithilden real quick. He's like, "Oh, I've been thinking about this for a hot minute. Do you have that spiky, viney thingy? Maybe you can stop one of the siege weapons with that."
I was hoping to use that to like guard the gate, like right in front of it, but where do you think would be a more ideal place for it, Gimnir?
Probably right underneath one of the siege weapons.
Okay.
You could disable
like
one of them.
underneath like the battlement and like to like knock it over and shit.
Yeah, tangle up the wheels.
No, but you're so right, King. Okay, I'll deal that. I'll deal that first thing once the battle starts.
Nice.
Unless Kidith, you want to be our vanguard, and I will open up the fucking gates like a bull competition.
Oh, you know I'd be so down for that.
These fucking fucking soldiers are out there just following orders, and a T-Rex come busting out of the gate like a buck bronco. What's happening? All right. Ithel kind of like backs up towards the gate with like a beaming fucking smile on her face, and she's like, "You ever, you ever watch Sylvanian bull beetle riding?"
Oh, babe, I gambled in those races. Of course I did.
Ithel like flips up like the one bar holding this thing together and like has Thalion push it open with her.
You do
Just a bit, like just enough for the feathers to get through.
you do it right now?
Are we ready, folks?
Are you charging out into the? Wait.
She wants to sally out.
That is a terrible idea. Well, if you close the gates behind you, it should be fine, actually.
I was gonna say we're like once, and then to emphasis to my vanguard, my Kirith and my fucking T-Rex. Once these gates close, they are not opening back up.
Kirith?
Kirith.
Kirith is calculating in her head right now because I so badly want to just open these gates and just kill everybody. That's just my instinctual need and desire. But there is an issue of if it is only us two going out there with our precious dragon.
Oh, I'm not going out there. Nope.
Oh, just me.
Yeah, just you. Sorry.
Then
Also,
no,
suicide mission.
hold yourself in reserves until the gates and walls are breached, and then you come in as a vanguard to push them back. Be the mobile force
Unfortunately,
that
that
holds
is
them
the
back.
best choice because I risk having premature deaths of other people.
Yeah, see, I
if the
agree,
gate is open.
but at the same time, I think it would be fucking hysterical.
I know,
I
and
think would be
it's- I was just
fantastic,
have
but
such-
It'd be fantastic, but it would destroy the defense of the walls.
All right, yeah,
I'd
no, we
rather
start
be a
with
nice
basic
surprise
siege
for
defense,
them.
and then we'll see about eating you over the wall.
Your
I'd
best
rather-
play right now,
Walls
the best
and
play
fight.
is if you want to kill
I'd
something.
rather be a nice surprise for when they open the gates.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Just
there
That's a
pick
good
your
idea.
range for the best that you can, and if they do breach the walls, or if they start to flag and there's a good spot to go, then push out. But let's not sally out the gates like a one-man army, because we're just going to get our shit kicked in.
I unsheathed my flame tongue and I set it to fire to hopefully maybe inspire some soldiers.
I have a speech to inspire. But
Yes,
I will.
speech. That cares just shares speech. Speech.
I have to wait for the right time to say the speech.
all right,
God
fine.
damn it.
Sulbrook, you notice that once your side's preparations are complete, theirs are too. Oh, Taylor just disappeared.
Oh, wait back.
Oh, there.
Returneth.
Kirith returneth.
I don't know what's wrong with my computer. It keeps like disconnecting.
That's weird.
One in a trillion.
I am one in a trillion.
I'm one in a trillion.
All right, Sulbrook, as you look out from the battlements, you can very confidently say that they are ready. And once again, the sergeant comes out and speaks. The combined might of the regional army of the coalition is here. This is but a taste of what we can bring. Surrender now, and we will do what we were paid to do and assume administrative obligations and rights over this town. We are not here to kill people. We are not here to extort or to enslave. We are here to take control of the territory that belongs to the coalition.
No.
Very well.
I'm going to turn on my heel, and I will use minor illusion, and I'm only going to broadcast this to the walls and to the village itself, because they don't need to hear my orders. The time for speeches is done.
Done.
Proceeds
The
to
first
speech.
great test is here.
Here.
My order to you all is simple, yet
Simple.
heed it well and exert yourselves to see it done. They are coming. Kill them all. And with that, I will pull out my sword, and I guess we roll for initiative.
As you finish your speech, Saltbrook, you notice that the snow becomes as heavy as it can.
Good. That will hurt the ability of their archers to hit us.
And the soldiers and the civilians all cheer together. All right. Here we go. I need initiative from everyone.
In it.
Fucking poggers.
I got an 8. Actually, I kind of feel like I want inspiration, Matt.
It's kind of same.
I used my inspiration, so I got a 15.
I'll reroll
15
my
or a
inspiration. I got
16?
Oh, we can use inspiration.
A
Yeah.
15 with a 5.
Wait, sorry, I have a random question because I'm still kind of like new to certain concepts of D&D.
Sure.
What does inspiration do?
Inspiration allows you to re-roll a single dice, and when it doesn't stack, so you can't have more than one inspiration. I give inspiration to players that are performing their RP in an interesting and deep way that is conducive with how their character has been created, and in ways that inspire others to get deep into their RP.
So may I use say like I was trying to do a damage roll, I would be able to use my inspiration for that?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You can
Thank for
re-roll
letting me know.
any roll, but once you use that inspiration, it is spent, and you have to get it back again. So everyone here will attest to it. I give inspiration pretty often, so yes, hold
When
it.
he remembers to give it out, he gives it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be afraid to use it, though.
Yeah, don't be afraid to use it because you will get it.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right, we have
Got
Kirith
the
with
15 for my initiative.
and then we have Ethel with a 13.
I have an 8. Womp womp.
Which means that Thalion has a 12. And Saltbrook has an 8. And then I'm going to roll initiative for units, essentially, for combined units.
The Warhammer 40,000 moment.
Essentially, yeah. Alright, I'm going to roll for Kira. That's rough. That's a 2. Slayer with an 18. Celestine with a 10. Yeah. So, Kirith, be advised, as you're mounted on Sharkbait does not have their own turn. You're essentially controlling her. You are able to make use of any attack that a T-Rex monster would be able to use. So if you look up T-Rex 5e, you will find in the Roll20 compendium Tyrannosaurus Rex. Any move that they're able to do, you can forego your own attacks to utilize hers. But her action only has one attack, so they cannot multi-attack like you do.
Later, I don't plan to be on her for too long once they attack. So, would she still being considered, my role? Like, her turn on my turn?
When that time comes, we will make it so that she is a 14 on the initiative. Right after you. There, shark bait. Alright. That is a beefy initiative tracker. We will make it so that we'll go for the wall archers. That is a 12. We'll go right after Thalion. Ground archers, a 19. Right now they'll be ignored. "17 melee soldiers." And then out there, we'll go for... Since they are attackers, their initiative comes after. So... Fighters... Barbarians. The wizard goes after Celestine. And their archers. Done. And we got it. Didn't expect it would be this simple, but hey. Could have been a lot worse. Now to find a color that's easy for me to read. Alright, there we go.
Goddamn.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Sorry.
Knock him over.
I know. Listen.
Not the villagers.
I painted them myself. Alright, friends. May the siege of the High Ice begin. We'll skip the ground archers since they don't have a shot right now, but they will move. Position themselves.
Create that inside the gate kill zone, baby.
Slayer will perform the first move. Oh, the music stopped for a moment. That was funny. Funny, haha. Slayer will make his way. Oops. He should be measuring movement. Haha. Slayer will make his way over to... Okay, that's 55. That's his speed. And he will hold his action because he can't do much. Why is the music fucking deciding to die suddenly? I don't know if it's happening for you guys too.
No, it's perfect for us.
I see.
At least me.
Alright, 17 our melee soldiers.
Gibnir, you got a nice view there.
Coalition archers.
Commit straight dino ass.
I was gonna say, you're looking right up her pooper.
Alright. Solbrook, what's your AC?
My armor is 17.
Solbrook, suddenly you see a hail of arrows coming through the haze of this snowstorm, and they pass either harmlessly above you or they hit the wall next to you. The soldiers next to you, inexperienced as they are, they cower. Some of them let out screams as these arrows just whiz by them.
Stand, brothers and sisters. Do not fear what comes next. You are the defenders of your home. Stand tall and stand proud.
Another hail of arrows is launched and it falls over on the left side. You don't see it. Neither one of you do. But you hear a scream.
No.
Gimnir, it's your turn.
Gimnir is going to move to the opposite side of Slayer, towards Thalion, like in between Thalion and Sharkbait. And he's going to Shield of Faith on himself.
Oh. Alright. There we go. Haha, look at that. That's so cool. Alright. You're shielded.
That's it. He's gonna hold the rest of his action.
Okay. Kirith.
Being offense with no ranged weapons is sucky in this situation.
It is anxiety inducing.
Is there anybody that cannot see anybody over the wall, right?
No.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna wait patiently, I guess.
Alright.
Fire an arrow over the wall from your short bow and hope it hits.
Do you not have a bow, Kirith?
I was gonna say, I think I have short bow.
Nope. I look in my inventory and I see a shield, a shovel, some tinker tools, it says.
Make a bow.
We'll tinker at him.
Where'd you get a shovel?
Make a bow.
Oh, start hitting
Um,
motherfuckers with a shovel. I'm digging
well,
your graves
actually-
while you live, bitch.
I'm just gonna look down and see if anybody needs, like, assistance, if I need to get off of, Sharkbait prematurely, to see if any archers need me to, ignite their bows, or their arrows.
You don't seem. You see that everyone is pretty stressed. It's a bit of a hostile working environment right now. But
Okay,
nothing.
then I'm just going to stay confident and strong, and so they can look at me and think, wow, big, strong tiefling, so strong, so brave. I'm going to copy it.
So strong.
All right. Sharkbait would be next. Ithilden, it is you.
Yeah, I would like to have Thalion. Well, are we gonna like kind of go hand in hand, or like is he strictly after me?
Well, if you mount him, you can go hand in hand.
Oh, I'm not. No.
You can command him, and it was
I was
since
gonna
he's
say, I'm
right
gonna
after you.
command him, yeah, to grab a barrel of oil or fat and circle in cloud cover out over the enemy.
Okay. I'm going to make a copy of this and make it tiny. There we go. All right. As you speak, Ethel, as you give him the orders, he grabs hold of the barrels and just flies directly up. This is more torque to his to the speed, to his acceleration speed than you've seen before. Your boy is growing. Shoo!
Meanwhile,
It just goes.
I
keep
would
it
like
here for
to
now.
scale the gate.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of stand on top of the gate, you know, with my elven prowess.
Give me acrobatics.
Of course, King. 22.
Okay. Saltbrook, you're staring out into the distance, trying to maintain your composure, and suddenly you just hear hand over hand, and right next to you, standing on top of the gate, you just see Ithilden with her bow in hand, scanning in the distance.
Oh shit.
Take
I
out
should-
that ballista. I'm gonna put the ballista on
give-
the left there.
What is the distance on the tower?
From your height to it would be opa, yeah, roughly 130 feet.
That's within range. I will cast spike growth directly underneath it to hinder its wheels, and then technically render it more flammable.
Sick. I'm going
Just
to
all of it, like in its radius.
Hmm.
It's 20-foot radius.
Okay. I'll use the paralyzed symbol for it.
Okay. That's not what I thought it was gonna look like. Just gonna scribble. Yeah. I thought you were literally just gonna scribble like vines. I was gonna say that's adorable.
I mean, I could just.
You're precious.
I thank you.
There we go.
And then immediately. So is that a ballista? Or is that a battering ram? The giant thing in the middle.
That's a battering ram.
Okay, sick. I now have four
I've got-
four
I've got
arcane
plenty of
arrows,
that.
I think.
Okay. Arcane shots. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to hit it directly with a fucking bomb arrow.
Do you have a bomb arrow?
A bursting arrow,
A bursting arrow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Shit, dude.
yeah. Fuck, I don't remember what the damage does on that. Hold on, I have it in my notes.
Bursting.
Bursting arrow, 10 feet radius, 2d6 force damage each. Okay.
All right. Roll. Hold on.
To hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Does a 22 hit?
It does.
Okay, sick.
Roll for damage.
Yes, King. A measly 9 damage. Oh wait, what? And then what was it? Plus 2d10, I said.
Was it 2d10 for the bursting?
Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Also, what's the
Yes.
what's the radius on that?
Oh no. 10 feet, 2d6. Okay, that's what it was.
Okay. Roll for that damage.
2d6.
Oh my god, that voice is incredible.
She is
Oh,
so
you love the
good.
Jennifer
At it.
Coolidge? Okay, good.
Oh my god.
All right.
You look like the 4th of July, Kirith.
I'm gonna cry. It's so good.
Okay, so that's 9 base damage, 7 bursting damage. So that's 16.
Sulbrook, as you see Ethel just hop onto the side of the wall, you see her just draw her bow, and she ingrains her first arrow with this green energy, and as it lands on the bottom of the siege tower, spike growth appears, vines and thorns appears underneath it, and you just see the
Falls over.
no, you see the fucking
No, if it falls over, go for it.
you see the tower just buckle and become tilted to one side, a tilted tower, if you will. And it becomes stuck, and you can see the soldiers around it just trying to move and trying to, well, actually not yet, but they will, to try and undo what Ethel has done. And with her next shot, you see her aim over at the battering ram, and it lands and causes this explosion. But here's the thing, because it is 10 feet,
Donk.
yep, there it is. It hits these guys as well.
Owie dowie, Batman. That fucking hurt.
I need you to
Owie.
roll, Ethel.
Yes.
What was it? Was 1d8 plus 4, right?
Yeah, that's
Hold
my
on.
base.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1d4, and
And then
then
2d6,
2d6.
2d6. Yeah, so I need you to roll for the explosion damage, essentially.
Oh, okay.
I need you to roll 16d6.
Holy shit. Can I just do that all at once, or do you need me to do it
Yes,
individually?
you can do it
No.
all at once.
All at once, because I'm going to be dividing that equally across
Okay,
all of those
sick.
soldiers.
So I want to roll 16d6 to make
That
it
is
happen.
54.
54 damage divided by 8, please.
Yeah, that's a great question. Because I'm not gonna do the mental rounding in my head. Hold on. I have a scientific
56
calculator.
divided by 8, that is 7 points of damage each.
Oh well, that's not good.
I
It's,
was gonna say that equally divides.
yeah,
Damage is damage.
damage is damage.
Damage. That's a lot of damage.
So that's 7,
You're the
right?
personal expert on siege tactics.
And then with any remaining movement that Ithel may have, I would like to, get on ground level with the rest of the soldiers on the wall.
What is your speed?
35. But I think I also... There was something that, like, I didn't take half climbing or something like that. I don't remember where the fuck it was. Maybe
Well,
maybe it was a future thing?
you
I don't
can
know.
you can drop. You won't be able to move after you drop, but you can drop down.
Alright, that's fine.
Ah, I thought she was gonna land on her feet.
Oh, no, okay, yeah, she backflips off. I will roll for it, bitch.
All right.
Fires a bomb, backflips, refuses to elaborate.
Okay. Now it's wall archer's time.
It's stallion time, actually.
Oh, okay.
I really just want to get one of these things destroyed as soon as possible. I'm gonna say focus damage on the battering ram for now, just because that's front and center. I will have Thalion drop whatever oil he's carrying directly on the battering ram, and then with our wall archers up next, and they all have ignited arrows, Ithel will kind of like yell a command to target the battering ram. That's the word.
So here's what I'll do.
Okay.
After you, Ethel, it's the wall archer's turn.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Meaning that Saltbrook, you would be in prime position to do the command.
Yes. Okay. Perfect.
Ethel, I need you to roll 2d20 for me. Flat.
Okay. How in the okay? I don't know how you're working that, but I'm gonna use inspiration on that because I don't know how the fuck I ended up with a 6 rolling 2 d20s.
Well, hey man, minimum is a 2.
22.
There we go. Suddenly, from the sky, you hear a whistle again, and Saltbrook, you witness as this happens. From the sky, you witness as a bundle of barrels just falls down and hits harmlessly off of the front of the battering ram, and it just sort of goes ka-thunk and falls in front of it. You can't see it from here, but you know those are oil barrels.
I mean, not to get granular, but like, would there be any like fall damage? It's like a barrel falling.
Not to the battering ram.
What if it like hit a guy?
It fell on the battering
It would
ram.
hurt someone. It would hurt someone if it hit a guy, but it hit the battering ram.
Yeah, but,
Time
like,
for the
we'll
wall
come back.
archers. Saltbrook, the archers look over at you, and they're expecting something. They're expecting help.
I will raise my longsword in my one hand and If we target the barrel, it is on. It'll burn, but is it gonna like detonate out, or is it going to just be like a little thunk?
That depends. It's a
Well, I
matter
was
of
kind of-
chance.
Presuming that the barrels would break and like slather it in oil.
That's what I was thinking would happen too.
Yeah,
You can't see exactly what's happening from here, Saltbrook. The snow is obscuring your vision.
What do I got in my repertoire here to give a hand?
He used a clear sky shout.
From Skyrim.
I can't yell that loud. Puss, Rhoda!
Um,
Um,
the archers on the other side of the wall, being far away from you, Saltbrook, they are going to fire.
yeah.
And
I'll just throw my. You know how people signal the fire by like swinging their sword down?
uh-huh.
I'm just gonna have them fire with the other ones and kind of give it an idea of fire in that direction. I'll point my sword where I want them to shoot.
Okay. The ones on the
I
right,
can't see shit anyways.
roll a 15. You
Not
see
bad.
as they pull their arrows and loose, and it lands against these first few coalition soldiers. They're still standing, but it hits. As for the ones next to you, Saltbrook, they fire. And it's a
Firing
hit.
presence +5. Yes.
And it explodes. As it explodes, you see
Yes.
the battering ram be launched backwards.
Crunch.
And
crunch,
as it does,
crunch.
it hits a few of the men behind it, throwing some of them
Crunch, 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 crunch.
and running over 3 of them behind them, just crunched
yeah,
underneath.
Can I count those as kills?
Not for you.
For me.
And the damage will be 24.
You've heard of the stealth archer, and now get ready for the violent archer.
You heard about the chaotic warlock, but have you heard about the strategic warlock?
No, actually.
All right, it is
Hello, it's me.
coalition fighters' turn. They divide
How you doing,
themselves. They divide themselves into 2 teams, and make their move forward. It puzzles you, Saltbrook, as they seem to just be running directly towards the wall. And then, from behind them, you see that they start to produce ladders.
I'll throw an M67 anti-personnel fragmentation grenade at them.
And you see 2 ladders that they are now beginning to position against the walls.
Kick him over.
I mean, yeah, that's the method.
Alright, it's Seven's turn. He stops for a moment, and he says,
Well, I am sort of wasted up here. No need to think about it.
he bites into his left arm, and he lets out a primal scream, and jumps over the walls. And as he does, you just see on the other side of the wall, like towering over, being able to be seen over the wall. You just see you just see his head appeared, and you hear this blood curdling roar, just, and he just charges directly towards the enemy. And he will roll a 17. Jesus Christ. Poor man.
Sounds like a Krill issue.
He will grapple this guy and use the shove
That
action.
one guy.
Well, he has a few actions. He will toss this guy against the siege engine, and essentially cause fall damage plus spike growth damage. The guy nat 1,
Knocking it
so he
over.
does not save. He is completely
Oh,
restrained.
he's dead. He's
Okay.
dead.
Is there never mind.
What is the spike growth damage?
That's what I was just about to. Hold on.
He had to move into it, so
Yeah. What the fuck? Area becomes difficult
he
terrain.
misses his second attack and he hits his third.
Can I please just read my fucking spell thing? God
And
almighty.
he grabs one of the barbarians and pulls them up and just bites down on their neck, just pulling them, ripping their spine from within their body, just going, just ripping it out.
Grapefruit technique sounding head ass.
It was 2d4 piercing, by the way.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yes, please. Thank you.
That's 2 damage.
Hell yeah.
Sigh.
All right, and that's Seven's turn. Celestine. Oh, baby. We're
Oh, Viking woman.
finally. I've been waiting to be able to use her. Properly, that is. Oh, my sweet violet woman. Celestine will immediately rage. And Saltbrook, you witness this. She lets out this scream of rage. It's so loud that you see, you feel the battlements that you're on, the wood underneath you shake, and the falling snowflakes are essentially held up for an extra moment before they come down again. She will throw herself into the middle of these guys and land between them. And they will all have to roll wisdom saves because she has frightful presence. They all fail. They're oh my god. Yeah, they are frightened.
Pussies can't handle the giant woman.
And she will use her halberd. Sorry. Yeah. She'll use her halberd to try and hit. That is a unnatural 22. And she'll go for a cleaving attack and attack the 3 in front of her. Dealing 13 plus 3, 16 points of damage to each one of them. And once she's done with that, she'll use her bonus action to attack again using the frenzy attack. And rolls a 17 with another cleaving attack for 13 points of damage. She just... Sulfric, you watch as this 8-foot-tall woman lets out a primal scream, jumps down this 20-foot wall, lands in a squat, spins her javelin around her, cleaves through 3 of these guys, and then switches her grip on the javelin and performs another sweeping attack. On the first sweeping attack, she cleaves 3 of them in half, and in the return, she cuts all their heads off.
Jesus Christ. Goddamn.
Their bodies just mitten on the ground.
Death.
And all of the others are visibly fucking terrified of this woman. Now we have the wizard. She will cast Magic Missile on you, Czar.
Magic missile these balls.
The missile is eepy.
The missile knows where it is because the missile knows where it isn't.
What's up, fucker? This is the missile guidance system. He... Okay. He will hit you with 5 magic missiles. It'll be 5d4.
You know what would be kind of cool for later implementation? In 40K, there's a thing that's called Deny the Witch, which lets you try to cancel out psychic powers.
Oh, that's
Try to figure
counterspell.
something out there.
That's counterspell.
Counterspell.
That's
Oh, okay.
that's an actual spell you can use.
Okay, I need a spell to have the spell though. So I
And
can have the
counterspell is one of the coolest gambles in the world because you can cast it at different levels. But in order for it to work, it has to be equal or higher to the level of spell being used. And note how I didn't tell you what level of spell I just used.
Oh, it's the same for 40K. You have to beat the roll of the other psyker.
Well, there you go.
I unfortunately don't have counterspell as a spell though, so here we are.
Not yet.
I can't believe you just got hit with a 3rd level magic missile.
Not a 3rd level magic missile.
It's a 37th level magic missile.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Gimnir just reminded me. That's not... Okay, thank you, Rowan. You just reminded. It's not 4. It is 6.
Thanks, Rowan.
6
Okay.
starts. Yeah, well, thank you, Rowan. I appreciate that. It is 6 instead. So...
Fuck there.
Motherfuck.
Ah, you lucky bastard. That is 12 points of damage.
I will stand resolutely after taking the hit. I have to be the inspiration on the walls for the common soldiery.
And with his bonus action, he'll cast Mage Armor on himself.
Bitch.
I'll just use this. Oh, actually, no. I'm stupid. I got a fucking thing specifically for this moment. I am a dummy. A dummy dum-dum. There we go. He has Mage Armor.
Satisfying theme, go Burr.
Exactly. Alright, the barbarians will begin to move. They separate themselves into teams and begin working against the spike growth. Ethel, I need you to roll a d20 with advantage. Flat.
Sure. First one was a 12.
Uh-huh.
Second was a 7, so what does a
Okay.
12 get me?
I'm setting a 12 at the difficulty for
Ooh.
each one of the barbarians to succeed at breaking a part of your spike growth.
I see.
And they're going to use athletics to break those. So,
No, that's what they're good at. That's what I'm sensitive about.
so 2 of them succeed, and they begin to break down your spike growth. It's still there, but they're starting to break it down. The other barbarians, oh boy, they begin to do things. They begin to surround 7 from all directions. And a few of them will take opportunity attacks. In fact, 7 gets to retaliate here. 16, 18, and a 17. Wow, those are pretty good rolls. Oh my god. Motherfucker's just rolling high.
Period, Monster King.
He essentially opens his arms to all sides, and he grapples like 4 guys at once. So he's gonna grapple this one, and this one, and this one. And what he will do is, with them, he's going to try and hit the others, essentially clearing a path in front of him.
Gotta beat this motherfucker with this motherfucker.
Exactly. And he manages to get 2 of them to hit the others, but the other 2, they miss. They deal 15 damage to these 2. This one gets thrown back. Still alive, same for this one. And these 2, it misses. God, you know, my mom always says, Rod, you're not bad at math. You just don't do math for the things you care about. I am tracking HPs of every single one of these soldiers. And I look at them and I know the number. It's stupid. Meanwhile, I failed high school twice because of math. Saltbrook, it's finally you, baby.
Fireball.
Are you gonna fireball?
Fireball.
Where?
Into that crowd over by the battering ram.
Right here? Or,
Yes!
Or here?
First ping.
Alright. What's the radius on that, on the fireball?
The radius... I think it's 30 feet?
Oh, God.
20 feet.
Oh, we'd love to see
20 feet. Okay.
20 feet.
it. Rod, do you want to know what the nerd thing I did was for this session?
What?
I strung my bow just to have it sitting next to me.
I am so proud of you. You beautiful, beautiful woman.
That is where
yeah.
fireball goes.
Okay. They have to roll to save, correct?
Yes.
Alright.
DC 14.
DC 14.
It's a dex save.
Okay. The archers will all roll together. They all fail.
W.
The fighters will all roll together. These fighters here. They also fail. Jesus Christ. And the battering ram will roll by itself. It saves.
Okay. I will see if I will put it on the gauntlet. It does not go on the gauntlet, so I will use my pack slot for that.
Okay.
And
What
then,
level are you?
that's-
What level are you casting it?
3rd level.
3rd level.
Oh, sorry, 4th level.
Okay.
So, I roll 3 separate damages.
Yes,
the goober,
yes,
the
you
goober,
do.
and the big guy. Alright.
First
First
one.
one-
Yeah, first one will go to
That's
the
all.
archers.
24.
Okay. Divide 24 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Is it not based on the individual hits? Because that's how we did it during the Vertucci fight. It was each one that I hit was an individual damage.
Yeah, but the Vertucci fight didn't have this amount of people.
Would I be able to target it more on specific people instead of spreading it out? In the entire
Yes,
group?
I'll allow that.
Okay, I'd like to hit it closer to that hex in the corner next to the thing. So like that one, nope, a little forward, a little bit forward. Yes. The one in front. That guy, yeah. So that's
Okay.
where I want like the main ball to hit and then the damage to radiate out.
Tell you what, you have 24 points to distribute. How many for this
Okay.
one?
I'll do 10 for him. And then going out from there, I will do. We have 24. I will do 5, 5, and 4 on the other two. So 5 damage, 5 damage, 4. Right there.
5, 5, and 4.
Yes.
And these will all take like 2 points of damage because they were in the
In
radius.
the radius, yeah.
Same goes for
Me
these
when assist
boys.
counts as kill. I have to roll separate damage for them, don't I?
Oh yeah, that's true. Go for it.
Alright. This one's gonna roll out to be 40 damage.
Jeez.
God damn.
Divided by 4.
I don't want to do 10 damage. I'll do... How much health do they have is the real question. I'm gonna split the damage evenly between the first 2 goobers closest to the shot.
So 20-20?
So 20 damage, yes.
This guy, okay. You see them. You see this guy here take a knee, but this guy is vaporized instantly. He just
Jeez,
ceases to be.
10 temporary HP for me!
Jesus Christ.
Attaboy. Atta-lad.
And now for the
Okay.
battering ram. Deal that damage,
then-
baby.
Do the other two goobers take complimentary 2 damage as well?
This guy does.
Yes. Okay, and then I half this damage because they save successfully, which will be 13 damage. It is covered in oil, so I would hope it would ignite. Oh, it's already on fire, isn't it?
Yes,
Or did
it's
you
already
move
on
up?
fire.
We can't
More
make it more
fire.
on fire. Sorry.
Hold on. 16
You
plus
absolutely can make it more
24
fire.
plus 13. Oh my god, that is hilarious.
In this
And then-
Faerun, we can fight
Okay.
fire with fire.
Yes. And then, as a bonus, I will summon my Blicky.
You summon your packed weapon?
Yes, my pistol.
Oh my
I
god,
don't-
yeah, your fucking pepper box.
And I will use Thirsting Blade to attack with it.
Wait.
Just gonna target.
Is that a bonus action?
Yeah, unless you do an additional attack.
Oh my
Hmm,
god.
Okay.
If I'm reading it correctly. Attack of the blade. Let me see if I can find it here before I. Yes, yes. That's like the whole thing about it, isn't it? Do I have this? Oh, I do. You can attack with your You can attack with your pack weapon twice whenever you take an attack on your turn.
Okay.
So actually, does that mean I can shoot him twice?
I
Or is that just
no,
one?
I think that means that when you attack using your packed weapon, you can attack twice.
Oh, okay. Regardless, then I will still take aim at a goober and shoot him.
All right. Which one? of them?
Anyone in that row. It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna hit the guy. Oh no, I'm well out of range. I'm hitting the guys near the walls.
Oh, okay.
The pepper box is like 30 feet range. It's not.
Raise
long
the
range.
walls.
Yeah. You can hit any of them here.
I'm gonna hit one of the guys closest to the ladder. Make it harder for them to climb up. That guy works, yeah.
All right. Roll to hit.
Rolling 2 hits. Does a nat 20 hit?
Oh boy.
Does a nat 20 hit? Yeah, you fucking bet a nat 20 hits.
Yeah, give me that crit. Give me that crit, baby.
So,
Oh my god.
remind me, it's 1 full damage,
Uh-huh.
so- and then it's an additional damage.
And then
roll, right?
additional damage roll, yeah.
Okay, so that's 10 damage flat then. And then I need to roll another d10,
Mm-hmm.
which will get me 18 damage total.
Nice.
The Blickus. Okay, that's my turn.
Gotcha.
And I will go take a pee-pee break. I'll be back in just a second.
Okay. We can take like a 10-minute break because we've been going for 2 hours now.
If you want to keep plunking on, that's fine. I'm just going to go this break.
Breaks are proposed.
I kind of want to take a break.
Okay, we can take a break.
10, 15 minutes. We'll be back.
Rod, read your text.
I read. That's also why I'm saying let's take a 10, 15-minute break.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Go have your meeting. Go for it.
Wait. Okay, hold on.
What?
My meeting is gonna be longer than 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm just saying. Like, go do your thing.
Okay. But it makes me sad because I really wanted to do a thing on my turn.
Okay. Well, text me what you want to do on your turn, and I'll do it for you. I know it's
Okay,
not the
okay,
same, but at least Hirith won't know the distance.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay.
Everyone will be
Alright.
back in 10 minutes. And we are back. DJ, spin that shit. Alright. So Kira, from the top of the tower, just watching as all of this happens, looks over at the archers on the wall closest to her, and they communicate to focus their fire around the battering ram, because that is where the oil is flammable, or where the flammable oil is, because the oil is always flammable. And she then looks over at Kirith and essentially asks her what her plan is. And Kirith responds. Ethel. Kirith turns over to you and says, get ready to open the gate. I'm not going to stay... Hold on. Get ready to open the gate. I'm not going to stay behind here as all the other ones have the fun.
Thank you for redoing that in the proper voicing.
Yes. And
Okay. Yeah.
now we have movement within here. So these guys are also going to move on to the wall. And these guys here are not. They're only going to get closer to be able to fire. Next up, we got Slayer. Slayer detecting what Kirith is planning to do. He vaults over and puts himself essentially right in the middle, get it to be able to open the gate more easily. And he will hold his action to grab onto the tail of Sharkbait. Next up, we have the melee soldiers. There's honestly not much they can do except close more of the gap for when Sharkbait does run out. Oops. And next up, we have the Coalition Archers. These guys over here are going to fire against 7. And they will hit. And they will deal 23 points of damage. Causing him to lose his grapple on 2 of these guys, dropping them to the ground. And these guys over here, these will move to get closer and get a better shot, while these guys are going to attempt to extinguish the flames on the battering ram.
Piss on it, boys.
The ballista guys. Well, these guys didn't attack yet, so they're going to. They focus their fire on you, Saltbrook. And they will miss. Because, of course. The ballista will open fire into the city. Alright. And yeah, it's a hit. They fire into the city, and a bolt, I suppose?
Yeah.
Yeah. and a bolt falls in and falls right next to Sharkbait and Kirith and manages to take out one of the Federation soldiers, one of the civilians. And it just lands perfectly flush. It just unfortunately impales them and throws them into the ground. There we go. Just penetrating the ground and just instantly killing this person.
Raise your shields!
The other ballista will fire. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Uh-huh. 7. Yep. And then it'll hit this this building. And I believe set it on fire. Yes.
How and why?
Because the ballista bolt is on fire, so it is now on fire. Where is the fire? Oh. There. Oh my god, man, come on. This is so stupid. Fuck it, there. Aha! Uh-huh. Gimnir, it is your turn.
Let's see, boy. Mir is going to cast Sanctuary.
Where?
So they're going to ward a creature within range against attack. They're going to ward Kirith against attack.
Alright. You still have your movement?
I don't think the gates have opened or anything yet, so Gimni's holding steady.
Okay. Kirith's turn. Alright, this is it. She gives the signal to Slayer and to you, Ithilden.
Mm-hmm.
And as the gates open slightly, Sharkbait just charges forward and explodes through the gate with Slayer holding on to the tail.
How many people can latch on, bitch?
Roll an athletics check as a reaction, so with disadvantage.
Would a 12 do it?
No, I'm sorry.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Ignore it.
So
if we're all hopping on this bitch, I'll go for a ride. Why not?
as Kirith bursts forth, she will... Yep. She will turn, and with the remaining movement of Sharkbait, can she make it? Well, she's not going to be able to make it, but she will be able to charge this barbarian right here. I do need to pull up... Well, no, actually, I don't. She's not going to attack using her own stuff. She's going to utilize the T-Rex. Let's see. Sharkbait will attack. Misses the first one. 26 on the second. 4d12 plus 7. Come on now. 12. That is a 28 plus 7. Jesus Christ. Yeah, she is going to use the bite attack, and as Sharkbait just goes down, grabs this guy in his jaws, shakes him, and throws it against the siege tower. This guy is dead instantly. And
Okay, so since that's my mount, does that count as a kill for me?
it's not your mount.
Oh, sorry, my fucking summon.
It does not count as a kill for you.
God damn it, Rod. I want my temp HP.
I know you do. With that fall damage, well, I'll use the extra damage that it dealt to damage the tower. So, alright. And that's it for Kirith. Next up, we have Ethel. Your turn.
Oh, hey, yo. Is my turn already?
Yep.
Okay. I would like to, scale the wall again, first of all.
Alright. Acrobatics.
Oh, okay, sure. Would an 11 let me climb up the ladder normally?
Yeah. Wait, you mean the gate or the?
I mean, either the gate or the just next to Sulpurg and the archers. I don't really care because I'm gonna target the guys like right in front anyway.
I mean, I believe you have. Yeah, you have the. You have the speed necessary. There.
Okay, sick. Let me just.
Oh my god,
do a
this
little
is
flip-
so annoying. There.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you hold her down and
Yeah,
you drag
yeah.
her in, it usually works. good
Alright.
for her.
What are you gonna target? I'll just give a little space here. Oh my god. There.
You know what? Would there be like vertical burst radius?
Don't know what you mean.
I say I fired a bursting arrow kind of directly down at this group directly in front of us, and then also AKA the bottom of the ladder.
Well, if you fire it around here, the burst should take all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Huh, exactly, King, exactly.
go for it. It will also affect the ladder in front of them.
Yeah, that's kind of also my big thing.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, the fuck it do. Okay, so that's 8. Oh, that's 12 base damage, and then it's 2d6.
Oh, thank you, Gimnir.
What?
Alright, fine. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh. 12 plus 5 is 17.
17 points of damage. You can distribute it however you would like.
Oh, okay, I see.
Wait, who did you to hit with the arrow? Which one
Yeah.
of them?
Dude closest to the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your minimum roll for damage?
What do you mean minimum? Sorry.
Yeah, what's the lowest you can roll for damage?
I don't understand what you mean, Bubby.
Just look at what you can roll.
It's 1d8 plus 4.
Right, so the lowest of a d8 is 1 plus 4, 5. That's the lowest you can roll for damage.
Okay.
You kill the guy instantly by hitting him.
Oh, okay.
That's why. All right, now roll for damage for everyone else. Or did you already do that?
Okay, how many people are there? Sorry.
There are 9.
Okay, so that'd be 18.
Okay, divide that damage however you see fit.
Yeah, okay. Fucking 65 divided by 60 divided by 9. It'd be 7 each.
Wait, you rolled a 65 for damage?
Yeah, that's how you had me do it last time, and then divide it by like
Okay.
all of them.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
Which would be, it would round up to 8 damage.
You can divide that 65 as however you want. That's the point.
On God? Okay.
Yeah.
How much to kill homeboy to the left?
I'm not telling you.
Okay. Let's take 15 damage on that fucker.
On this
How
guy?
much for the ladder? I want it gone. Okay, that's 65 minus 15. Got it. Okay. How much to take off the ladder? Like, obliterate it.
I'm not telling you.
Okay, fine. It's a fucking ladder. Minus... I'll be generous. Minus 10 on the ladder. Okay.
Okay.
Homeboy's directly behind the guy I eviscerated. Fuck it. He also takes 20 damage. I got 20 left. The guys right beside him can take the other 20, I guess.
So 10 and 10?
Yeah.
Alright. Good stuff. Do you have multi-attack?
Technically.
Then go for it, baby.
Oh my god. Okay.
Go drunk with power, baby.
Oh, I love it. I love that for me. Fuck it. What else do I have in my arsenal today? So I picked bursting. Let's pick on the fly here. I will take enfeebling for my one other arrow of the day.
Okay. What does that do again? Remind me.
Necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Just for something funsies. For the girly pops. I would like to take a pot shot for someone over by my homegirl Celestine, because she's big and gorgeous and I want to help her out.
Yep.
Let's take homeboy closest to me, just to get him off the edge there.
This one?
Oh yeah, that guy right there. I'm gonna name him Steve. Let's go to hit, I guess, shall we? As little funsies on the side. 16? Are we looking good on a 16?
That's a hit.
Okay, sick. So 10 base piercing damage, and then, oh god, what the fuck did I just say the necrotic damage was? Sorry, everyone. 2d6 necrotic. I think most of the general is just, it's 2d6.
I see.
Okay, so 10
The
plus...
the bursting is the only OP one.
Yeah, 10 plus another 6 will be 16 necrotic damage.
16 necrotic. Nice. Alright. Next up, we got Thalion.
Important question. Are we capable of fire breath on this day in the name of Lord Bahamut?
You most certainly try.
Okay, sick. Let's, give me my aerial view real quick of just, like, what's laying out in the field. Okay. Thalion will, just kind of swoop in these wings of hell over the gate and fly backwards towards, or no, he's out circling over the field. I don't know. Back towards, like, the primary, well, no, fuck. The battlement tower, sorry.
The siege tower?
Yeah, the siege tower, my bad.
Uh-huh.
He will kind of make a strafing run on it, and if possible, fire cone, or fire breath, whatever it's labeled as on his fire breath, yeah.
Which direction?
It would be front, I guess with the camera positioning south to north, like over the gate, he would be flying, or like over the wall, yeah. So the cone would be spraying backwards. away from the primary wall.
Be something like that.
Yeah, if not slightly closer. But yeah, you can adjust it. That's fine.
Okay.
It works.
I need you to roll a flat 20.
All right. God damn it. 7.
7. Do you want to use your inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the fuck I do. Oh.
How much?
2.
You still got your birthday inspiration. Because we couldn't play that day, so you still get your birthday inspiration.
Yes, you're fucking right. Fuck it, I'm having a great day. I'm just gonna keep rolling until I get 16.
Alright, there it is. The birthday inspiration comes in clutch. Also, I need everyone to send me their birthday so I can make sure that you have it. And if we skip your birthday on a session, you game for the next one. Ethel, you watch as the whistling sound comes again, and you see Thalion coming in from above, swoop down, and as he does, his mouth illuminates with flames, and it sets... Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but...
It visually works. Oh, he's getting funky with it. Oh.
Okay. Listen, I don't need anyone to get jiggy with it. Not right now. There. Okay. Tabletop Simulator is so annoying. There we go. Thank you.
I mean, listen, if the tabletop gods are telling you to knock that damn tower over, just knock it over, baby.
No. I am the tabletop god. There are no gods here except for me.
You wanna bet?
Yeah, I do. Give me the damage on his breath weapon.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Sorry. 60-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a DC 21 dexterity saving throw, taking 63 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much as a simple one.
Since he's not in full size yet.
It's the 18d6?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not going to roll that high for a failed save when he's still at medium size.
Okay, so what do you want me to roll then? Not instead of 18d6, how many d6?
96.
Okay. Hina.
He's not big yet. I made that chart.
You know what? I'll take 38. That's...
Well, there you go. What's the save?
DC 21 on a dex.
I'll make that 17 instead. Okay, 1 fail. 2 fails. 3 fails. 5 fails. Jesus. And another they all failed. Jesus Christ. Ethel, as you watch Thalion just swoop in with this cone of fire that appears, you watch as these poor unfortunate bastards... That's not what I clicked. As these poor unfortunate bastards, I swear to God, give me my fucking fire. Why is it floating? You just watch as these guys are set alight. And burned to a crisp.
I smile with pride for my baby boy.
I forgot to do this. That's what I meant to do. Nice. Alright, there you go. Next up, we got the Wall Archers. Saltbrook, it's your time to shine. Give the command. Salty Brookie.
Sorry, I was petting my cat.
Oh, okay. That's perfectly valid. Give the
Major cat overdose.
give the command.
Cut them down! And I push my sword.
Well, you guys. What I'm trying to say is, you guys get to like direct where they're supposed to hit.
I think I would like to give... On the left side, I think I want to fire the arrows into the troops assaulting the walls.
Oh, all right.
And then the right side, if they can, I think I'd like for them to target the people trying to push the siege tower.
Okay. All right. These fires are gone because these fuck are dead. All right. That's a hit. Okay. This guy's
I
dead.
sure hope they hit the guy who like licking it. I would definitely kill the guy.
This guy's dead. And here. They managed to hit the siege tower. They don't hit the guys on the side, and they will deal 6 points of damage to the tower. Next up, we have the fighters. These guys are going to push up, and we're essentially going to move you guys back like this. You're still on the tower, able to shoot out, but all the enemy fighters...
Got hostiles.
Yeah, all the enemy fighters that are able to move close enough are immediately at the top. And these guys are still stuck fighting Celestine. But they are going to attack, so... Oh my god. Jesus, okay. Saltbrook, Ethel, you watch as this titan of a woman just, in a flurry of movements, with a single arm, with one arm behind her back, literally, flurries with her javelin, blocking swords coming from every direction. Her figure is just this monument of muscle and sweat and rage, and the reflection of the flames in her eyes essentially create this burn-in as she moves, creating like trails in the air, reflected and refracting off of the snowflakes around her. She just dances effortlessly between her enemies, making everything miss. It's almost as if she is blessed by the gods to not be hit. And Ethel, what's your AC?
16? Yes, sir, 16.
Okay. The first one misses, but the second one crits against you. Yeah, okay. They're gonna deal 12 points of damage to you.
Okay.
You're down to 37.
Mm-hmm.
Solbrook. Oh god, he crits against you.
Of course he does.
Yeah. He's gonna deal 11 points of damage.
Alright, so that chews my temp and gives me 1 point of damage.
Alright. miss. 17 a hit. Or
Me or the villager?
no, the villager.
Am I able to not on my watch that?
Yes, yes you are.
I will be stepping in to intervene in the combat. You know, when you get smacked by it.
What's your AC?
It's halved.
Yep.
So it would be more like, so if it's 17,
Rounds
do you
up.
want to round up or do you round down? Rounds up. Okay, so it would be, that's not, I guess it would be 9.
Yeah, it hits you.
Okay.
You're going to take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
That's a hit on this guy.
I unfortunately cannot step further.
Yeah. And you can only do that once per turn.
Yep.
Saltbrook, as you step in, taking that hit for this first guy, this sword just buries itself onto your shoulder, and you just grab a hold of it with your gauntlets. They're metallic, so you're able to hold on without hurting your hands. And you look to the side, and powerless to stop it, you just see as this coalition soldier just drops the sword down and cuts this bowman in half, and they just fall off screaming onto the streets below. Misses that one. Oh god, crits on this one.
How much health do the Federation archers have?
Not telling.
They're our allies.
I know. 6 points of damage. Because this guy really fucked up the damage roll.
Clunk.
So 7, they miss. Alright. That's the fighters.
Minimalizing
7.
casualties.
7 gets to move. He will hit. He hits there. He misses. Hits. Hits. And misses. He's going to sweep and hit 2 of these guys with a shove action. But because of his size, he essentially tramples, and he will deal 5 extra points of damage on a 12, so that's a 17. And that tosses them. Yeah. And he will attempt to grapple 2 more. He grabs 2. Just do this. Oh, and this one doesn't exist because he's dead. After 7, Celestine. She misses her first attack, but she hits the second. And she will cleave these guys, these 3 in front of her, with 15. And let's see. And with a frenzy attack, she'll hit again, but she misses. Next up, we got the wizard. Saltbrook. He looks at you. And he casts a spell around you. And it creates this weird field around you. And as it's created, you realize that you can hear no sounds whatsoever.
Ah, he's trying to limit my commanding ability. Is that blind deafness? Do I not get a...
No, it's not blind
opposite?
deafness. It's deafness. And... What, do I not have the fucking... Oh, wow. I don't have the fucking symbol.
I guess it's just a bubble of death. Do I not get a saving?
No, you don't get it. I'll use this. You are silent. Meaning you cannot speak. You cannot use spells.
I don't speak spells though.
All of your spells have verbal components. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component is impossible here. You're inside this this 20-foot radius sphere.
I don't have to speak any of my spells though. I use a thing.
You have to check your spells and see which one of them have a V component. It says components.
Sprinkles.
Whichever one of them has V, it's strictly a spell that requires a verbal component. S
No, yeah,
is a
never mind then.
somatic component, which is a gesture. I don't require material components for day-to-day spells. For massive spells, however, yes. Such as Resurrection, for example.
Alright. Well, that's lame. That nullifies my entire purpose.
And there you have it. Caster versus caster combat.
Oh well, sword time. Ooh. No, I get me. I can't
And
I can't play.
he will move as much as he can. Let's see. He'll move as much as he can. Right here. And he is concentrating, so he requires concentration to maintain that spell.
Someone throw a rock at him.
Next up, we got the barbarians. Barbarians. Uh-huh. Yep. They managed to break through the spike growth. And they got the tower on the move. So for our purposes, the fire is still going. But if I still have it here while unlocking the tower, yeah, you see what happened to it. It just got pushed. So,
1 in a trillion.
yeah. Alright. They begin moving the tower. Slower than before, but, well, slower than they would have been able to with all of the others. But they begin to move.
Yeah, 'cause half of them are dead.
Exactly. Okay.
Crush. Dies. Murders. Kills.
There. There we go. The other barbarians will attack. These guys will charge 7. And these here. Oh, this one is restrained. These two will attack Kirith and Sharkbait. So those... Alright, that's a hit on 7.
Whoever's
18.
attacking with is affected by Sanctuary.
Who?
Whoever is attacking Kirith,
Yeah, they will attack Kirith after.
they just have to make a Wisdom saving throw first.
I see. It's a 23. Jeez. What is 7's health? I forgot. Let me take a look. Okay. Oof. He is hurting. Okay. And now, Wisdom saving throw, what's the DC?
Just 14.
One of them passes. The other one fails.
The one that failed has to pick a new target or they lose their attack.
Question: was the sanctuary created on Kirith or Sharkbait?
Gareth.
Kirith. Okay. So he's going to attack Sharkbait. Rolls to hit on Kirith, 18. That's a hit. They have long weapons, so they have reach. Yeah. Kirith will get a hit with 9. And Sharkbait. Roll to hit. 10. That's a miss. Alright. Saltbrook. Your turn.
Yes. Okay. Well, I suppose I will draw my big funny sword, which I think I actually already have drawn.
Okay. Yeah, you have it.
Um,
You already have it.
Yes. I'm going to swim into... What's their HP looking like? Who's got damage on them?
They all have
They're all
10.
at 10. Okay. I'm going to get the guy's sword out of my arm first, so I'm going to gut him.
The guy in front of you?
Yep.
Stop. There we go. Alright. Roll to hit.
Does it not 20 hit?
Yes, it does.
Of course it does.
You beautiful bastard. Hit it.
So it's 4d6 plus 3 for the start.
Yep.
So 12, 18, 24, 27 damage.
How much?
It would be 27 damage as the first one.
How do you kill him?
Because it's... I'm going to do what Dorn did to Alfarius. I'm going to... First things first, I'm going to grab the sword from my arm. I'm going to stab it through his chest. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off both of his hands and then cut the top of his head off.
Jeez. Brutal.
Dude, I'm pissed. Now this is a stretch. Can I use the damage from the other thing, or is all that damage just absorbed into his corpse?
It transferred into his corpse.
That's fair. I will then use my bonus blicky to shoot the blicky of, I guess, either one of these
Ranged
guys.
attack will provoke an opportunity attack from both of them.
Okay. I won't do that then, I guess.
Alright.
Is there anything else that I can do, though? Not really. I'll just swing that so it's done, because I don't need to have that on me anymore. Attacks for action 2. If I'm using attacks for action, do I stab twice, or do I just do it once like I did there?
I believe multi-attack only attacks one target. I could be wrong. Let's see.
It's not multi, though. It's attacks per action.
Yeah, but that's a multi-attack.
Oh, okay. Then I don't think I have anything else really to do.
Let's see. Can multi-attack attack 2 targets. If you have the ability to make multiple attacks in a round, they can be against the same target or another target. Unless the specific ability prohibits it.
Then I guess I will swing again at the other goober.
Which one of them?
The one who tried to stab the villager, so the guy close to the ladder.
Roll to hit.
Does a 23 hit.
Yes, it does.
Dirty this time, mind you. That will be doing 10 damage.
Okay.
Ooh, plus 10 temp HP because I killed the guy.
Yes. You, as you land this attack on the guy, it was right after he managed to dunk his sword into your side. So essentially, Zar, Saltbrook walked in to defend this villager, got hit in the left shoulder with a sword slash that buried itself into your left shoulder. With your right hand, you just plunge your sword into the guy next to him, pull it out, slice the guy's hands off, then slice the guy's scalp off, kick him as he falls down over the wall, And then, with your, after doing that, you swing up, hitting this, the first guy's sword, which removes it from your shoulder, and then you yourself land your own hit on the other guy.
Badass.
And he's just staring at you, trying to breathe through the pain.
Get off of my wall!
Kira. I'm thinking. Oh. Ethel. You feel a twinge in your mind as Kira tries to speak to you. And she says, you have a clear line of sight to that wizard. If you can take a shot, I suggest you take it. After you deal with those warriors.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. When it's my turn, I'll do that. Don't worry.
After she says this, she will take a shot against one of the coalition fighters. Ah, a 19. That's a hit. I believe it's 1d4, right?
Here, I'll just roll for her. I still have a short bow in here, I think.
Yes, that'd be great.
Short bow, just equip it. Sure, fuck it. Short bow. Oh, wait, no, that was to hit, sorry. Wrong roll. I'll do 7 damage.
7 damage?
7, yeah.
Alright. Roll to hit again. I'll roll to hit, roll damage again. Yep, actually crit that for me.
Ow, okay. Charlie, ow. Ow, Charlie. Okay, so 6, and then crit is what? Sorry?
Max damage plus regular roll.
Okay, 6 plus 4 would be 10 plus... So it'll be 11.
Okay. 18 points of damage. Alright. Ground archers can't really do anything. Slayer's turn. Oh, I've been waiting for this.
I'm very, very excited.
I finally get to use my boy. The pity Taylor is not here to see it. Alright. Slayer.
Ah, shit, I forgot to cast something. Oh, I can't.
You
Never
can't,
mind.
you're silenced.
I was gonna say, I can't do shit.
Alright. Slayer will use his movement to get in close. This movement's fucking broken, Jesus Christ.
Doable trolling?
He gets in close to the wizard. And Saltbrook and Ethel, you are there to see this. He rolls a 30. That's a nat 20 plus 10 to hit.
Oh my god.
He gets in
No hit?
close. Crits with 16 plus 5. A 21. And then okay. Saltbrook, you see as this monster of a man just explodes forward. You see a cloud of snow behind him as he moves. This kind of gives you flashbacks to what you saw in Fairhaven, knowing that he is a Warforged. He explodes forward in this incredible burst of speed and grabs this guy by the neck and proceeds to hit him just with his bare fists, just and then he hits him. Just it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just keeps hitting this guy over and over and over and over again. And then when he's done, he grabs him by the collar. He throws his own back into the snow, pushes the guy slightly up, and with his legs pulled he pulls himself into a ball with his legs facing up, and then he extends his legs, pushing the guy into the air.
Oh, I want to shoot him so bad.
Bye-bye.
And then he essentially rolls backwards and lets this wizard just collapse onto the ground. He just breaks himself in the fall.
Nice concentration there. Tons of fun.
Slayer dealt 39 points of damage on one attack.
God damn. Man's dead.
And Jesus Christ, man. And now that he's done that, she will rage.
What the hell?
Stop it. You can't use my laptop. Stop.
You all hear this unnatural, twisted, metallic sound just ringing and twisting itself through the air. It's hard to explain. None of you have ever heard anything like this ever before. Ethel, you heard Grim in pain. You've heard him pleading for his life. But you have never heard something as twisted and unnatural as this. This was built to kill. And after he rages, let's see.
I'm so happy that you reminded me this song existed.
Yeah. Since he has dealt over 35 points of damage within one attack, that activates his Rip and Tear class feature, which
Oh my god.
yeah, which stuns anyone within 10 feet of him, friend or foe. And if you are within 5 feet of a stunned or paralyzed creature, you can use a bonus action to brutalize them, dealing 3 times your barbarian level and bludgeoning damage to the creature. The damage cannot be reduced in any way.
Oh.
But he is not within 5 feet. So, as soon as he can move again, he will be. And then he will deal... Oh my god.
200 damage.
No, it's 15 times 3.
It's still 45 damage.
Yeah. Dude, Path of the Doomslayer goes fucking insane. It is one of my favorite subclasses. And that will be Slayer's action. Melee soldiers don't really move. Coalition archers. Well, they're not within melee range, so they're all going to open fire on Slayer.
I'd fucking run.
Well, they succeeded their wisdom checks.
That guy didn't. He's fucking stunned.
They hit. They deal 30 points of damage to Slayer.
Ooh.
Ethel, you watch as this guy is just... He becomes like a porcupine. covered in arrows in every inch of his body, and he just leans backwards. Essentially, his body goes limp for a moment, and then he pulls himself back up and faces where all the arrows came from. And after they take their shots, they are going to move away their maximum speed. These guys will fire upon 7, and they will hit for 23 points of damage. Oh, okay. 7 is... Yeah. 7 is no longer transformed. He returns to his regular size, and he is incapacitated. He's at 0. So he's rolling death saves now.
Oh no.
He rolls the first one and succeeds. These guys will also move and position themselves here. The remaining archers managed to stop the fire on the battering ram. If I could please... There. There. Aha! All I had to do was look underneath. They managed to stop the flames on the battering ram. Gimnir.
Gimnir has been really impatient this entire time. He's actually going to go up the ladder to the left. Everyone else, and if there is anyone he can swing an axe at, he's going to do it.
Okay, so the ladder is a bit out of your reach. I'll allow you to get to the ladder, but you'll need another... Unless you want to dash up there.
Yeah, he'll dash up the ladder.
Alright. So you make it. And that's pretty much it. You take the place of the civilian that was cut down. And the ballistas will open fire. Oh, they not crit. They crit fail. When they fire, it goes wrong, and it just hits one of their own, just nailing him to the wall,
Crucify him.
killing him instantly.
You're getting your pay deducted.
You're fired.
You laughed. It's happening. It's happening. You laugh.
Well, he's not getting paid anymore. He's dead.
So true. So true. Facts.
I need to see the T-Rex's armor class. 13. It hits. That will be 23 points of damage onto Sharkbait. It gets hit by a ballista bolt.
Oh my god.
This bolt just flies in and hits it on the upper side of its left thigh, and just blood spurts out of it. You hear it just roar in pain. And that's it for the Coalition Arch. Yeah. So Kirith's turn. She, after getting hit in the leg, Kirith looks down and then points at the siege tower, and Sharkbait lets out a roar and tramples through to get to it. They will get opportunity attacked. Come on, please. Thank you. They'll get opportunity attacked by these two against Sharkbait. That's a miss. And a miss. They both miss. And Sharkbait will go. Yeah, we'll go for 2 tail attacks onto the tower. That's a hit. 3d8 plus 7 for damage. That's 15 plus 7. That is 23? 22? I'm stupid. Please help.
He has initiated the blunder of Goober.
I'll just go 22. Fuck it. I'm a dumbass. And then they rolled a hit again, but they crit fail. And as they crit fail, Sharkbait goes to swing their tail once again against the tower. But she loses her balance. And because they lost their balance, Kirith falls off and is knocked prone. Ethilden, your go.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
What?
I'm just getting nervous, buddy. How effective is my shove action if I push this motherfucker off the wall?
I mean, if you succeed, they fall 20 feet.
You're wrong, sulfuric acid.
Okay, would that be dex, athletics? What would you make me do?
I believe the shove action is just make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them. Must be no more than one size larger and must be within your reach. Instead of making an attack roll, you make a strength check contested by the target's strength or dexterity check. They choose whatever skill they want.
Okay.
So roll that athletics check.
Would a 22 successfully push this man?
Yep.
What?
How do you push him?
She like has her like the blood bow like kind of like at her ready, and she just kind of like turns the string into face her, puts her hands on the limbs, and pushes against this man's like chest and neck with the forearm of the bow, with like all of her strength.
Which side do you want to push him to? Here or here?
If I push him into our side, the villagers can stab him.
That is true.
I push him onto our side and the villagers can get their kill.
He's knocked prone. I love that the guy that got impaled was literally the one you called Steve.
Okay, I still have an attack.
Fuck Steve.
Fuck Steve. We're gonna crucify Steve. Me and my homies fucking hate Steve.
Yeah.
With my... show me the battlefield, King.
This is where you are, right here.
Yes. I need to... Any mental input from the team through our walkie-talkie channel.
What's going on? What you think
Got
about
this
doing?
one.
You got this, I believe in you.
Wow, thanks team. Hey, Charlie, please don't. I would like to take care of the guys on the wall first, so I will attack the one closest to me with the blade of the... Charlie! I'm gonna throw Charlie at him, that's what I'm gonna do.
Use the shove action.
All right, with a 21 with the blade hit.
Yep.
Actually, no,
Wait.
he had an AC of 22.
That only do 7 damage.
You kill him. How do you kill him?
No, just you.
It's a great question.
Would you like
So,
me
like,
to?
You know what? Yeah, I'd like to hear your creative take on this. I'm in the mood.
Ethel, as you transform your bow from a bow to a sword, the energy that lines the bowstring transfers itself through the wood of the bow, and as it does, it forms the blade on the limbs. You run into this guy, you give one swing upwards, lifting his shield out of the way, and on the way down, you push the bow's limb into the opening in his armor between his neck armor and his shoulder. And as you push through, you then twist the bow towards you and you pull. And as you pull, you just feel this disgusting as his thorax just gets pulled open towards you. And as it does, he just falls on the ground trying to hold onto his guts, and then he falls forward and dies in front of you.
And dies.
There. He fell in.
Yeah, baby.
He fell in a way that I wanted him to.
Peter Griffined it. Ow, that was my Achilles.
There we go. Sienna Toast, thank you for being here. Hello, welcome to the stream. We are 3 hours and 41 minutes into this battle. All right. From Ithilden, we go to Thalion.
Thalion.
And before we take this action, I would like to ask everyone. It has been 3 hours and 41 minutes. We're getting into the last stage of this battle. Would we like to pause it here and continue next week? Because it has been a while, and I know y'all can get tired. Do we want to stop it here and continue next week to end this battle?
Yeah, it's getting kind of close to my bedtime.
Okay.
I'm good if we want to pause.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah?
We have a Thalion moment and then go.
Yes. Okay. We'll do the Thalion moment, and then we'll call it for tonight.
Okay. Carl's. Oh my god, this cat! I swear to God. Let me briefly just. Yes, I see. Charlie. Okay. I would like to. Oh my god. Have Sally land, out behind from this camera angle, the leftmost ballista.
Say that again.
Have Thalion land behind the leftmost ballista.
You could just say it again instead of screaming it. Leftmost ballista.
Yeah, that one.
Uh-huh.
And he will. Oh my god, okay, okay, Frightful Presence, and then, like... Okay, at full strength, it would be 3 attacks, so what, would you give me 1 attack or 2?
I'll give you 1 attack, but a Frightful Presence.
Yeah, okay, he will Frightful Presence. Like the scary little man that he is.
Alright, what's the DC?
That's a good question. 19, Wisdom.
I'll cut that to a 14. They all save.
Thalion will bite attack the closest man guard.
All right, roll a hit.
With what? Fight. I have too many things open. Hold on. 18 to hit, and then
That's a hit.
then what was it? God, 2d10 plus 8. Okay. 2d10. 6 plus 8 is 14 damage.
Nice.
I am gonna have to scoot. I put off something I need to do for an hour, but I do appreciate this session. Very fun, very murder, very murder.
Yeah. All right,
So that's very fun.
everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you all. This was a fantastic battle. We will be able to finish it within at most an hour next session. But yeah. Ooh, look at this. I'm slowly wearing you all down. Except for Kira. But I'm slowly wearing you. Oh, well, actually.
Took away those.
I'm at 38 HP.
I need to remove that.
Yeah.
I don't see I'm at 38. Well, I have 10 temps. I'm at 48, but don't have the temps.
Alright. Everyone, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you all. Love you all
Thanks
very
for
much.
hosting.
And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Tess, thank you so much for watching us here. We appreciate your presence. Thank you, Emmy. Thank you, Zara. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Rowan. Thank you, everyone. And we will see you next week for the conclusion of the Siege of the High Ice. Thank you.
Bye-bye!
And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!
Stop eating my bow. Stop eating my bow.
No. Alright. Thanks for having the session, Ron. I gotta pop though. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, man. Take care.
Guys are.